Nice shot.
Thanks. You visiting from Dallas?
And what makes you say that?
Custom boots without a speck of dirt.
Uh-huh.
Fancy hat.
Right.
I'm guessing lawyer in town for the weekend.
Try again.
Venture capitalist.
Boring.
Tech bro.
Wow, you're just being rude now, aren't you?
Hi, I'm Sophia Jessica, and this is Angel, and welcome to the fan carpet.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm so good. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no worries. It's a pleasure to speak to you. I did watch the Wrong Paris, so I have seen that film.
You
I
did?
really enjoyed it. Yeah, no, I enjoyed it. Yeah,
Yeah, it's fun. It's really, really fun, right? It's just like, it's
it is.
exactly what it proposes that it's going to be.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
a fun,
I didn't read anything before I watched it. And I didn't watch the trailer, didn't do anything. I just watched it. Um,
perfect. That's actually the
um,
best way to experience it is not knowing anything and then going into it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Because although like early on I twigged they were going to be going to a different Paris, I twigged like the writing was there on the wall, I think.
Right,
But
exactly.
but
The wrong Paris. So
yeah,
you
yeah,
knew
yeah.
they're not,
So yeah,
yeah.
but yeah, so but it was cool. I enjoyed it. I like those sort of films anyway, and Miranda is just incredible in everything
She's
that I've
so
seen her
good,
in.
right?
Yeah,
Her
in
and
every.
Pierson's chemistry is so good in that.
Hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, it's so good in the film. It's so good.
Yeah. So if we go back to the beginning, was there a defining moment for you to get into the acting industry as opposed to the music, which Texas is known for, being the birthplace of country music? So for you, being that you're a Texas native, what was it that made you choose acting rather than music?
Oh, that is an interesting question. I don't think I've ever gotten that one before. Well, I just like acting. That's probably the simplest answer.
Yeah.
Um, no, you're right. There's a lot of music that comes out of Texas,
Mm,
for sure. And no, but I've always just been drawn to acting. I did a lot of musical theater when I was growing up. So I did some singing, um, in musicals. But I don't know. I'm just drawn to the acting bit of it. But I do play a tiny, tiny bit of guitar, just enough to accompany myself if I'm singing.
okay,
Um, but yeah.
awesome. All right, cool. So what can you tell us about The Wrong Paris and what it was that made you want to tell this story? And what was it about her specifically that spoke to you as a performer?
Yeah, well, The Wrong Paris is about a girl who doesn't have enough money to go to art school and in Paris, but she gets in. And so her sister convinces her to do this dating show called The Honey Pot, which films purportedly in Paris, France. And of course, the twist is that it doesn't actually, film in France. It's filming like an hour away from her hometown in Texas. And so she gets duped. But their sparks fly between her and the bachelor anyway. And what drew me to Heather? So many things. Actually, this is a funny story, but I wasn't going to audition for Heather because when it came through my inbox, I saw that she was supposed to be kind of this female wrestler type, and she was supposed to be buff. And as you can see, I'm neither of those things. So I was almost going to turn down the audition. But then, I spoke with my partner, who's also an actor, and we were both like, you know what? What if I just came up with this character that was fun to me and put that out there for the audition, and kind of say screw it to the character description.
Mm,
And that's kind of what I did. And I think what drew me to her was, so to go back a few steps, I kind of based this character extremely loosely on Melissa McCarthy's character in Bridesmaids, if you've seen or if
yeah.
you're familiar with her character.
Yeah, yeah. I've seen Bridesmaids. Brilliant film.
Okay. So good. It's one of my favorites. And something I love about her character in that is that it's so out of this world in terms of she lives in her own world. The other characters in it are eccentric, but she's probably the most eccentric in that, you know, Aaron's character kind of fits into this like maybe more conservative viewpoint. I forget the other ladies in the film, but some fit into this mom who's over it type of, you know, typecast almost. And then Melissa McCarthy's character is this character that's really just in her own world that doesn't fall into any other stereotypes, which I really, really liked. And so I kind of took a lot of inspiration from that. And that was kind of my North Star for guiding what Heather was going to be like in terms of really living in her own little world and boldly and fearlessly, kind of.
Wonderful. Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. And yeah, I love Bridesmaids. I think it was a brilliant film.
Brilliant. Oh, chef's kiss.
Absolutely. So what does it mean for you to be a storyteller and tell stories in this way?
Well, I think we could always use more comedy. Always, 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 and forever. Everyone needs a good laugh, and also The Wrong Paris is really light and fun, and you know, and it's colorful and you know, fantastical, whimsical. And it's fun. You know, that's kind of the word I would use most to describe it. Is just kind of fun and romantic as well, right? I mean, they do. And well, I don't know if I should spoil. People have seen it, whatever.
Yeah,
but
it's
anyway,
been out for a while now.
It's been out for a while, yeah. Paris is in the film, you know, in all its romantic glory. So,
Yeah.
you know, and also the romance and the chemistry and the charm between Miranda's character and Pierson's character is spicy and fiery and romantic. And I mean, even when I read the script before I auditioned for it, I was like, this is a movie I would watch 100%. I love rom-coms. That's my favorite genre, point blank, period. But yeah, I think we could always use more comedy and romance.
Absolutely. Was there another role that in The Wrong Paris that kind of piqued your interest? Like if you weren't Heather?
Oh, that's a good question. I love Yvonne's character, but that's just because I like the way she did it. So, so, I mean, they would all be so fun to play. All of them. Madeline did such a fantastic job as Cinderella. Madison, who played our villain on the show. I put it in quotes because she plays it so, I don't know, it's so lovable the way she does it. What about for a twist? What if I say Pierson's character? That's what we play.
Why not? Yeah, why not? I mean,
I'm totally joking. Pearson, you're the one and only.
Women can be cowboys as well, so why not?
Yeah, that's right. Come on.
Right hands, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'll put on the boots and exactly. Put on that large 10-gallon hat. Why not?
Yeah. Well, I recently watched Calamity Jane, starring Emily Bett Rickards, and she's a cowgirl.
Okay. Oh, fun.
Calamity Jane, so Calamity Jane. So yeah, and
I made that face because I haven't seen it, but
okay.
But I love Emily Bett, so I'm sure she.
Yeah, no, she's incredible. I've loved Emily since I saw her in Arrow, and I've watched her for years. So
literally, she's incredible. Her performance is that is so. I mean, I'm sure there's articles about this, but I feel like I saw somewhere that she was only supposed to do one or like a couple, like a guest star episode or something like that. And then it ended up being that she was the love interest for Arrow.
Absolutely. And also the fact that her character, Felicity Smoke, actually made it into the comic books after appearing on the show.
No way. See there, that's incremical. That's so cool. That's kind of a dream.
It's only happened, I think, from memory, it's only happened like 2 other times. I mean, because I know Harley Quinn was an animated character first before she moved into like the comics, and I believe there's another one. But that one escapes me at this point. So, but yeah, that's
the dream, right?
yeah, absolutely.
They love you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To leave your mark on pop culture like that is just incredible for anyone.
So cool. And also to not have gone into it knowing, with no one knowing that it was going to turn into you being this historical, iconic comic book character.
Mm,
That's so cool.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So do you have any memories from filming The Wrong Paris that stand out to you, something you won't forget?
Oh, so many. I mean, it's interesting because not like one specific moment, because they were all seriously, every day on set was a dream. It was just every single day on set. But I want to give you something that's like one moment. Um, I mean, I think it really was every day. So Hannah Stocking is a comedian. I don't know if you follow her on Instagram. She's I keep doing a chef's kiss. That's my thing today. But she's great. She's a fabulous comedian. And we would sit in the makeup chairs every morning and say, "Hey, what do we have for alternates for this line in case it falls flat?" On the day of shooting.
Mhm.
And doing that in the morning with her was way so fun. And also, my partner is extremely funny. He's an actor, and one of the biggest memories I have of shooting The Wrong Paris is actually with him, because the night before we would rehearse all of the scenes that we were going to do the next day or that week, and we would say, okay, what are some funny moments that we can inject into this that are not scripted? Or what are some funny lines that we can say as alternatives if that line is falling flat on the day of shooting? And I can show you. Let me just pull it up because this is so fun for me. I'm gonna type in Heather to my notes section of my phone. And it's literally called Ad Libs on my phone. I don't know
Okay.
if you can see
Awesome. Yeah.
right there. And then I click on it. Look at all these like alternate ad libs
Yeah.
for Heather. I mean, the list goes on. It's crazy.
Awesome.
So you know what I mean? Like that was so fun to just be like, should she say this or should she say this other fun thing? So even, with her drinking the two wild turkeys on the plane when they're going to Paris,
Hmm.
he gave me that suggestion. We came up with, it wasn't scripted that I was gonna slap Pierson or Trey's, but when Heather introduces herself to Trey, but we came up with that. Just, a lot of little moments like that, just to, just to give her more raunchiness and make her more wild and just
Yeah.
more fun. I think the key was, how can we make this even more fun?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the writer is so incredible. And so, and Janine, our fabulous director, was really, really wonderful, and was like, from the get-go, was like, anything you girls want to, add in, improvise, anything like that, just go for it, show me in the rehearsal. And she was really, really, really supportive, and that was so cool. And she was so keen on all of our characters and how eccentric we all were. She was loving it. And so, when you have a director like that that's just loving what you're doing, then you're like, okay, cool. I'm gonna run with it. I'm gonna do even more. And it was really energizing.
Yeah, absolutely. It sounds like it's always nice when you're working with someone that will collaborate with you rather than just be regimented and say, no, you just do it as it's written, and that's
Totally.
it.
Yeah, no, she wasn't like that at all. She
Yeah.
was totally supportive of us going off script, and she loved it. Making her laugh and making Michael laugh was so fun. That was, and making all the rest of the producers laugh, because a lot of them would come to set and it just they were all so wonderful too. So getting their support to every single day and hearing them laugh was the highlight of filming, because everyone has to be quiet while we're filming, but then they would come up afterwards, and I don't know, I feel like I've always worked with really, really incredible producers, but specifically for this, they were fabulous. I'm gonna do the chef's kiss one more time. Our producers and director were really amazing. I don't know. It just makes me really happy that they were all so supportive and awesome.
Absolutely. Awesome. And it sounds like Heather left a mark on you.
She totally did. I wish I could be more like Heather. Yeah, it's funny they do say every role that you do, you learn from that character and you take away something from that character. And I definitely took away a lot of lessons, a lot of just, you know, like wear your crazy boots, let your freak flag fly, and don't give a about what others think. And it's totally fun to live in your own little world and do you, no matter what everybody else is doing. Um, you know, do you boldly. If I were to give you
No, yeah, absolutely. And like comedy is so subjective, so like because not everybody's going to laugh at the same things, but it's nice when there is like a communal aspect to them finding the same sort of things funny.
Definitely. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Man, I love playing that character so much.
Awesome. Awesome. So what does the future hold for the Wrong Paris, and do you feel that there's more stories to tell within the world that you've helped create?
That's such a good question. I hope so. I hope there's a Wrong Paris 2 and beyond. That would be really cool. I haven't had time to even think of what the sequel would look like, what it would be. Maybe it would follow one of the characters. Yeah, maybe Madison gets her own show. Madison's character, Madison Pettis, maybe she gets her own show. Maybe, you know, one of us, one of the girls, excuse me, get our own show. Um, and then you're kind of following that. That would be really fun. Or maybe we just see, you know, Miranda's character and Trey's character, Pierson's character, and what their love story looks like post the honey pot. I'm sure there's way better fan suggestions out there, but those are the two like basic ones that I have. But yeah, of course, I would love to see. I would personally love to play this character again, obviously. So yeah, or I would just love to watch anything from this world again.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm down for a sequel. Um,
Hell yeah, let's
be
go.
absolutely watching that. So you've appeared in some shorts and TV as well with your notable roles in Wild Cars and Billy the Kid. Do you approach the characters differently if they're on TV as opposed to film? Because presumably you get to live longer with the characters on TV.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, getting to shoot, I'm on a series right now and getting to dive into the character even more because it's not just, you know, the one, you know, 1 hour script that you have maybe 8 1 hour scripts. And that's obviously really nice because then you just get to find out more about that character and you get to explore that character more. It's always, it's a lot more, I wouldn't say more fun for an actor, because I also love kind of the hit, like the one-offness of playing certain characters. You know, so I guess it depends. If you like that character, then of course you want to play them for multiple seasons on a TV show. Obviously, if you're not a fan of that character, then that's not going to be the case. I've never run into that personally before. I've always only wanted to continue playing my characters because everything that I've run into so far is well written and is a 360 character in that the writing is not one dimensional. And as long as you have that, as long as the writing is 3-dimensional and you get a full 3-dimensional character, then they're really fun to explore for longer periods of time, for sure. Absolutely. Like on Billy the Kid, I get to explore a character for 3 seasons now. And that was really fun getting to see, you know, how she changes throughout these 3 seasons, going from um, maybe more, you know, stuck in her ways to, oh wow, now I'm becoming a part of this outlaw group. What does that mean? And also going through the emotional roller coaster of, I'm, you know, in with this outlaw group and my husband is in physical danger. I could literally lose him. And I also have a baby. So now what would it mean to be a single mother in the Wild West? So going through the emotional roller coaster too of um, of a character on a TV show that's goes on for longer is obviously really, really cool as an actor as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And the period setting's got to be wonderful as well, because like everything down to the fashion is completely different to what it is today.
You're talking about with Billy the Kid?
Yeah,
Oh,
because
totally.
it's like corsets and dresses and the frilly stuff and like period garb. It's like yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, I was it's not on TV anymore now. They cancelled it, but I loved Walker Independence with Catherine McNamara, and that was all set in the Wild West. That was awesome.
That must have been really, really fun. Did when, yeah, did that kind of feel, it does, it just feels really cool, right?
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
it's,
and lived in, because like this is a real time in history. Um,
yeah,
so it's nice to be able to see that stuff and like visit it just for a little bit.
well, totally. I mean, it's for the same reason why we like going to, you know, in grade school and things, they would take us to historical places and why it's fun to visit these historical, you know, farms or ranches or, you know, the site of, you know, battles that were fought in, you know, the Civil War or what have you,
Mhm.
because it's kind of fun to put yourself there and to think about, gosh, what would these people have gone through? What would this, even, you know, walking down, so I live in Vancouver, and even I was shown an old photo of one of the streets here, and uh, and it was interesting just thinking about, okay, there used to be horses and buggies that would travel up and down these roads. And what would the women have looked like? How would they have dressed? How would they have spoken to each other? And so getting to explore that in a Western is really, really, really cool.
Yeah,
Getting to
it
wear a
is.
wig or, yeah.
Yeah,
And yeah, getting to wear 14 layers of undergarments.
yeah.
It's really, really fun.
Probably helpful in the winter if you're shooting.
Totally. And we actually did shoot a lot of Billy the Kid in the winters. So that was nice. You know, the crew was freezing, bless them. And so it was really nice to have the layers that you would normally have for a Western period show and
Mm.
just get to wear that on the show. Yeah, it would suck to have worn skimpy clothing in, you know, minus 30-degree weather.
Yeah, yeah. It doesn't sound like fun.
No.
So are there any other aspects of the industry that you'd like to pursue, or do you feel that you've hit your stride now as an actress and writer and producer?
Oh, man, it would be so cool to. I have written a little bit. I wrote a web series. It's called Vote for Janet. Um, and writing for that was so, so, so fun. For me, writing, I would also love to try my hand at directing, although directing seems hard. It just seems very time consuming. And also, it just seems like a lot. I would just need to shadow somebody for a long time before I would feel comfortable doing that. But actually, that's not true. What am I talking about? Because I also directed Vote for Janet as well. So, um, but what I liked about writing specifically with Vote for Janet was that I got to write. It's a comedy, and so I got to write for all these comedic voices. specifically mainly Janet's voice. It's mainly Janet going up against, who's the crazy one, going up
Mm,
against all these straight, what we call in the comedy world, the straight characters, which are the characters that have more common sense
mhm.
than the ones that are like Janet is more out to lunch, and eccentric. For me, the fun part of writing, because obviously it's just hard to look at a blank page and start writing anything.
Mhm.
Oh, that's the hardest part. What's fun about writing for me though is would be writing something like comedy, because then you just get to live. Like I don't know if I would do it for. It would just be a little more challenging writing drama or anything. I guess you write what you know, right?
Mhm.
And I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Because yeah, writing for comedy is fun in that I would make myself giggle just thinking about dumb things that I can have this character do. And that part of it, like in the shower, you're just thinking of all these dumb scenarios that this person can get themselves into. And then you jump out of the shower and you're writing it all down. And that's really fun. So that would be fun, is writing another comedy like that.
Awesome. Okay. And do you have a dream role or a dream genre that you'd like to tackle?
Oh man. You know what's crazy? Did I already hit my dream? I was going to say that I really loved this Heather role because I just get to make people laugh and on a fun like comedic movie. That is the dream. That's why I say it really was a dream job. But doing that maybe for a longer period of time. So doing that on a TV show or getting to play an eccentric character like that. Like I remember thinking as it was happening, and I would talk to my partner about this and my family about this and my friends about this, that I was like, this is way so cool that I get to play this character, because it really does feel like a dream come true. Getting to come to set and just have fun with this character. But yeah, so getting to do anything comedy, honestly, some of my favorite comedies are like The Office, Arrested Development, Parks and Recreation, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Curb Your Enthusiasm, shows like this, Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, shows that are, I guess, more heightened than they are not. So that live really more in the world of like, we're going to take you into a whole different world here where there's a whole other set of rules.
Mm,
Yeah, that would be really fun.
yeah, absolutely. iCarly did that to a certain degree as well.
Really?
Miranda's show.
Okay.
Yeah, they well, I didn't watch the original show, but I watched the revival. Um,
Okay, the reboot or whatnot?
yeah, I watched that. I watched the two seasons of that. Really enjoyed it. But I mean, I've enjoyed Miranda since I saw her in School of Rock. So,
Same.
um,
Yeah.
she's definitely one to keep an eye on.
Definitely, definitely. And she's so sweet. Exactly as she is her character. That's
Yeah.
her.
Okay.
Sweet, and yeah, she's awesome. I have nothing but incredible things to say about her.
Yeah. I also really enjoy her voice work in like the Despicable Me franchise. I think she's brilliant in that.
I need to watch these. I feel like I've only seen the first one, or maybe not even. I feel like I've seen pieces of it, but this sounds right up my alley.
Yeah.
Despicable Me.
No, they're awesome. Yeah, there's four of them. I think there's four of them, and I think there's a fifth. I think there's a fifth one coming out. Um, and then there's like Minions as
Amazing.
well. So yeah, she doesn't show up in the Minions because those are prequels, but the Despicable Me franchise, yeah, she's in those, and I think she's great in them.
That's on my list. That's next on my
Mhm.
list. I'm gonna get my pen and paper right here.
Yeah, I think they will live on Netflix. I think.
Okay,
I think.
hopefully,
Yeah.
because I definitely subscribe.
Yeah. Cool. So who inspired you in the industry?
I mean, name any of the actors from the comedies that I mentioned. All of them inspire me.
Melissa McCarthy, Kristen Wiig.
Yeah, for
Um,
yes, yes, exactly. Anyone in the Bridesmaids cast,
mm,
exactly. Amy Poehler, Tina Fey, the greats. Um, uh, Anyone on SNL, Kate McKinnon, Will Ferrell, um, anyone from The Office, Steve Carell, Jenna Fisher. Um, I mean, it's so great that we have so many brilliant comedic actors.
absolutely. And I can't wait for SNL to come back. I think that comes back in October, I think.
Does it okay? Yeah, yeah,
I think
yeah.
so. I think it's October. I think I read that somewhere. But they're coming back for a 51st season. It's incredible, isn't it? It's been around
So long.
51 years. So yeah, that's
So
awesome.
long.
Is sketch comedy something that you'd like to get into?
Yes, that's a great question. Yes, I totally would. And I have some friends who are making things in the sketch comedy world. Well, Hannah Stocking for one. I have a friend Kevin Saxby, and he makes incredible sketches, so funny sketches with his comedy partner Ryan Jameson. They're making really great stuff, and they've included me in some stuff. But I honestly, it's tricky because um, at the moment I'm pretty time poor. I'm on this. I'm a series regular on a TV show at the moment. It's in its first season. I don't know if I can spill the beans about it yet
Oh,
or not.
has it not aired yet?
It hasn't aired yet. No.
Ah, okay, that'd be why then.
What's that?
That'd be why then you can't talk about it just yet because
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, it's not aired
Right.
yet. But
Right. Exactly.
we'll talk to you again about that when
There
you're
we
around to.
go.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. I would love that. I would love
yeah,
that.
absolutely. So with the popularity of streaming services, what do you think the future of cinema is? Another big question.
Such a loaded question. Well, streaming is gonna, obviously be sticking around. Do I think that cinema, like theater cinema is dying? Or
No,
yeah,
I don't think it's ever going to die. I think it'll just transform, and there'll always be a
totally.
place to go to for the community aspect of going to a cinema and like just watching a film with a auditorium filled with other fans.
Yeah,
I think that'll always stick around in some way, shape, or form.
I
But
think so.
I think we'll also have like the capability of like being able to sit at home and watch films like the Wrong Paris on Netflix or K-pop Demon Hunters, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because even that went we had a cinema run as well, didn't it?
Okay.
Well, for a weekend, they re-released K-pop in cinemas for a weekend, I believe,
That's
um,
cool.
and just the sing-along version, and yeah,
That's cool to be able to see it in the theaters as well
yeah.
as well as streaming. Yeah. Yeah, I think that you know, I hope that what is happening now with streaming um showing movies in cinemas and having the option of either, I hope that sticks around. I mean, specifically, I hope that we're still able to watch things on the big screen in cinemas because there is something about, as much as I love streaming. So, I mean, they have their pros and cons, right?
Mhm.
Each of them. But something I do love about watching a movie in the theater is that everyone puts their phone away and it's this really beautiful communal thing that you do with however many, 20 to 100 people are in the cinema with you, or one if you're the only person at that matinee screening,
Yeah,
which is also
absolutely.
fun.
Yeah, absolutely. So what are you working next that you can tell us about?
Okay, yeah, so that's the show I'm working on. Well, I can tell you about Billy the Kid, of course, which we've talked about a little bit here, and so that's premiering. It actually just started. It premiered. What is it today? Today's the 29th, so it premiered yesterday, and there's going to be a new on MGM Plus, which I should know this, but I think you can get it through. Don't quote me on this. Fact check this.
You
But
can get on Amazon. You have to get you can get the add-on on Amazon.
Amazon. Okay, I was gonna say Paramount Plus, but it sounds like Amazon
Well,
either.
yeah, I mean, it's like Amazon Prime has become, especially in the UK anyway, it's kind of the hub, and you can just get add-ons for different subscription services, but it's all through
Right,
Amazon Prime. I don't know if they
right,
have
right, right.
I don't know if that's the same over in the States. I have no idea, but
I think it is.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess it's also a quick Google search away.
Mhm.
But yeah, new episodes every Sunday.
Awesome.
I think yeah, yeah. And so if you're itching for a Wild West show, this is a really good one. If you haven't watched it, I would start at season 1. But if you are caught up, then yeah, you can start watching season 3 right away.
Okay, cool. And so just finally, where can we find you online to keep up with everything you're doing?
Yeah, I'm really just on one platform because I don't have the brain space to do more than one. I'm on Instagram and I'm at vee.long, v.long. Yeah, because I'm not on I'm not on Twitter, I'm not on Snapchat. Maybe I should be. My publicist will be like, okay, we need to get you on more more sites. But I can't. I downloaded TikTok for all of 5 minutes before I realized, oh no, I can't. This is
Yeah.
way too overstimulating for my ADHD brain.
Yeah. Well, I'm 42 and I have enough trouble with the one platform that I do know.
That's what I mean.
So
Yeah.
it's like, and they change every week. So it's like, no, I can't keep up with that. So yeah.
I'm the same. I'm the same. I was joking with my friend the other day. We were like, when was the last time you were bored? Should we get together and have a bored party? Like, should we not look at our phones, maybe engage in minimal conversation and just watch rain drip down a window? Maybe it'll be
Why not?
nice.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
sounds oddly, it sounds quite calming.
Doesn't it sound great?
Yeah.
Okay, you got to do that with your friends.
Yeah.
We've
Yeah,
decided.
absolutely. This has been wonderful. It's such a pleasure to talk to you.
Such a pleasure to talk to you too.
And yeah, I will. Yeah, I look forward to whatever you do next. And yeah, I'll get started watching Billy the Kid because that sounds like something I should have started watching 3 years ago. To be perfectly honest.
Totally, yeah. If you're itching for something like Yellowstone or one of their prequels, then yeah, this is a good one. This is a really good one to watch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean that Taylor Sheridan universe is just immense.
Wait, sorry.
The Taylor Sheridan, the creator of
Oh
Yellowstone.
God, their universe is immense, right? Oh,
Yeah.
he's prolific.
Yeah, he is
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
You look after yourself and have a wonderful rest of the day. And thanks for joining me.
Thank you so much, Mark, and you too.
Take
Yeah,
care.
thank you for the interview. Take care.
No worries. Take care. Bye.
Thank you for watching The Fan Carpet. Please follow us on Facebook, X, and Instagram for more content. Bye for now.
What's that dream now?
Why don't you show what you can do? I hear a siren. Maybe you were wrong about me. I'm dangerous and still.
Why don't you give me a sign, like the sea that leads a trail along that shore? It's not your problem, it's mine. Everybody thinks that I'm okay. On times I think I am too. I'm on the outside looking in. I'm waiting for the shockwaves to begin. Oh, won't you let me hold you for one time? Just a rainy day in a London cafe, a London cafe. So give me one last serenade. Say to me, or swear at me till the night turns into day. And it was a shame when daylight faded, because we didn't notice at all.
Thank you for watching The Fan Carpet. If you like this video, be sure to click that thumbs up button at the bottom of your screen. And also be sure to subscribe to the Fan Carpet YouTube channels. They're absolutely free and so much fun too. Be sure to check out the official website, thefancarpet.com. Also, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to stay up to date with reviews, competitions, the latest news, and so much more.